I saw Michael Richards, Seinfeld's Kramer, have his little racist tirade. Like everything important in the world, you can see it on YouTube. And what that little spurt of his said to me, far more than Michael Richards is racist, is he's out of his depth. I mean, I'm nobody, but it's fair to say that says Michael Richards is not a very good stand-up comedian. But I really loved him as Kramer. He's obviously good when someone gives him a good script, but it's a completely different skill set standing up on stage as a stand-up comedian. Basically, someone heckled him, and for whatever reason, he lost his shit. Not necessarily a horrible bad person, but he was out of his depth and he just couldn't deal with it. And when I looked at it, thinking about, does that make Michael Richards racist? To me, saying nigger, nigger, nigger is not making him racist. The bit that made me think he's a scary racist is when he talked about how you used to be able to string him up. In other words, you know, hey, there was a time when the coloured folks got lynched if they spoke up to Whitey. And I could see he was trying to make it part of a routine. He was actually trying to turn it to be something a bit self-effacing, like it's all about the white man being in control, and that's not really, you know, completely with it. And he was trying to say words. It's the words that people are focusing on. What I think, he was trying to channel a really old Lenny Bruce routine. Lenny Bruce was fairly radical on the left-wing side of things in his day, and he was famous for one routine. He had a lot of black people in his audience. He asked for the house lights to be brought up so he could count how many niggers were in the audience. And the audience was freaked. Like, what is he saying? And the lights come up and he started counting. Look, there's a nigger, there's a spade. And then he went, there's a wop, there's a kike, there's a spick, there's a wetback. What he ended up saying is, if we give these words power, then that's what they have, power. But if we take away from those words, then they can't hurt us anymore. And that was real balls out, needing guts to do it. But he had in mind what he wanted to do. If you're white and are gonna start spouting nigger, you need to know where you're going with it. Michael Richards really did not know where he was going. He just lost his shit. And you can't carry that off when you're a white guy. I met this African-American chap at a comedy club here in Melbourne recently. Really good storyteller. Was calling himself Mr. Alabama, and he's working up a whole bunch of really good routines around growing up in the South in the US. And he was trying to get me to talk ghetto. Even though he called himself Mr. Alabama, he'd spent most of his life in Chicago. He was an urban dweller. And he's trying to get me to talk ghetto, which I'm a nerdy white guy, can't do it. And he was saying, it's okay, you can call me nigger. I'm your nigger, you're my cracker. I'm not going to be offended. I trust you, you can call me nigger. And I would not go along with it. Purely and simply because I'm too dorky to get away with it, and I would just sound stupid if I was trying to sound cool and hip-hop and call him ma nigger. But the worst possible thing, I reckon, if I thought I could get away with it and I got too comfortable with it, my luck, the one thing that would happen, one day I'd say it to the wrong nigger, and then I would be fucked.